Hello everyone. In this video, we will understand a C program to maintain a record of n students using array of structure and perform these following operations. That is, to declare a structure with the members like the USN of the student, his name, marks, grade, by assuming appropriate data types, to read and write n student structure data, to search for his roll number and to display the records, to determine the average marks in each test, and to find the highest marks in each test. So how do we define a structure? A structure is a heterogeneous collection of elements under a single name. When compared to an array is a homogeneous collection of elements under a single name. So here a structure contains the members with different data types. We already know an array can store the elements of same data type. How do we declare a structure? There are various ways to declare a structure. One among it using typedef method. So here we use a typedef, it's a keyword, struct followed by the name of a structure. We mention the members of a structure of different data type and we provide a alias name. It is something like having typedef, that is defining a different name for a data type. Int as weight. Now whenever I want to declare a variable of int, I will have ij. Okay, here also typedef is a redefining type for the data type int. How do we initialize a variable? We initialize a variable by making use of a variable name. Okay, so in the main I am specifying the alias name followed by the variable names. If it is a single variable, single structure variable, if it is an array of structure, then I need to mention the size. Okay, for initializing, if it is a single variable, I make use of a dot operator, var name, so this name followed by dot followed by the members. If it is an array, then I make use of the for loop and I specify the ith element, that is the structure I with the members. Now let us have a look at our structure. So here I have type defined the student struct with these members. What are the members of the structure? Name, roll number, the 3 test marks, grade and the alias name, that is student. In the main, I have declared array of structure, a couple of variables whichever are required. Okay, then ask the user to enter the number of students, read it into a variable n. Now the first thing is you have to read the members of a structure and to print them. Okay, how do we read the student details? By making use of scanf statement. Read the name, store it into ith structure under the member name. Similarly, read the roll number, read the 3 test marks and read the grade. How do we print it? Using printf statement. Okay, print his name, roll number, test marks and his grade. Remember, all these things I have put it inside a for loop. So for every ith student, for example, his name is XYZ his roll number is 21, T1 is equal to 15, T2 is equal to 20, T3 is equal to 35, grade is equal to C. So this is student 1, okay, S of 0, S of 0. Similarly, S of 1 will have similar entries like MNO, roll number is 30, T1 is 40, 45 and 50, grade is B. Right? So this is a structure of 0th student, structure of 0th student, structure of first student, so on. It will be till n. Now you have to read a roll number and search if that structure, if that data is present in your database. Now how do we do that? Ask the user to enter the roll number of a student, read it in a variable. Now traverse across all the structure elements to see if the entered roll number is present. How do we do that? If S of I dot roll number is equal to roll, then set flag equal to 1 and come out of the loop. Otherwise you simply continue. Okay, that means you have found a record at this place, at this ith structure. At that moment I set a variable flag and I come out of the loop. Initially flag is set to 0. Okay, so the moment I found it, I will set it to 1 and I come out of the loop. Now if flag is equal to 1, print the student roll number is found and his details are the name, okay, and the test marks. Okay, otherwise print the student roll number not found. This is our third requirement. Fourth requirement is finding the average of the test marks and the largest among the test scores. How do we do that? So I have the variable as average declared. It is basically finding the sum of all the test marks and dividing it by 3. Alright, now once I have found it, I will just print it here. Average. Okay. Other requirement is finding the largest among 3 test scores. I will carry it out in the same for loop. Okay, if at all you want, you can again declare a for loop, again use a for loop and perform these actions there. But however, since I am carrying it for every student, I will use the statements in the same for loop. So this is basically comparing 3 variables A, B and C. So how do I do that? If S of I dot T of 0 is greater than S of I dot T of 1, okay, if this is true, that is if A is greater than B, check if A is greater than C also. So S of I dot T of 0 is greater than S of I dot T of 2, then what? Then A is largest. So greatest among the 3 test scores are S of I dot T of 0. Otherwise, greatest is S of I dot T of 2. We do the same thing, right? If A is greater than B, check if A is greater than C also, then A is largest, otherwise C is largest. Yes? If this is not true, then else if S of I dot T of 1, check B is greater than C. If this is true, then set grade equal to S of I dot T of 1, otherwise S of I dot T of 2. Yes? So greatest is B, otherwise it is C. So I have print the average of the student marks and the greatest among the 3 test marks is this variable which is storing the greatest test marks, that is grade. Print these details of every student, okay, and you will be coming out of this for loop. So that ends your program. Thank you for watching.